Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel. We are back to watch another episode of Andor. Last episode was The Heist, and it was probably one of the best live-action Star Wars episodes that have ever come out. I can easily say that. I was already of the opinion that this show was the best live-action show for Star Wars in general. I think it's better than The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian has more exciting moments and more moments that you can kind of root for, but I think this is far and away better written than The Mandalorian, and then they come through with an excellently written, tight-paced, anxiety-inducing heist to take up last episode, and it was an emotional one too. Lots of characters died. It was just wonderful. It was easily the best live-action episode that we've gotten so far for Star Wars, and I'm very excited to see where we go next, because that was only 6 episodes into a 12-episode season, and so now we have to see the repercussions of how is the rest of the galaxy going to react to this rebel attack. What is going to change? What is Cassian going to do next? What is Luthen, Vel, those characters going to do next? I feel like this is going to be a wide-reaching event, obviously, because it's literally the start of the rebellion, pretty much. So I'm very, very curious to see what happens next. So before we jump into it, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see full uncuts for anything I watch on the channel, including this episode, consider supporting me on Patreon. That's linked in the description below. But otherwise, let's check out episode 7 of Andor. Man, he's just been sitting and staring out this window the whole time.
Is that what you're wearing?
It would seem so.
What makes you believe the Bureau of Standards is in the market for individuals?
He has almost the same outfit on as you do.
What is it that you hear my collar saying?
Look at me. I don't believe in myself. I am desperate for approval.
Both things probably accurate.
What happened?
Rabble? They attacked the garrison. They'll regret it.
The TV's so weird.
The following measures will be adopted
Mustache guy.
empire-wide as of today. A tribute tax equal to 5 times the amount stolen from Aldani.
Oof.
P-O-R-D. Any criminal
Good thing it's not
act
PORN.
with even indirect effect on the empire will henceforth be branded a Class 1 offense. All prison sentences
Dang,
are
they're
immediately re-evaluated.
They're really closing their hand, eh?
We're playing straight into their hands. Whose hands? The rebels. This is exactly what they want.
They want the Empire to crack down so that it makes it easier for those people to rebel more in the future.
Was this you?
What do you mean?
The garrison, Aldani.
Oh, is it true?
He's still putting up the laugh.
Revolutions are expensive.
I told you I'm doing everything I can.
And yet,
It was you, wasn't it?
yeah, you're damn right it was, Mon Mothma.
You realize what you've done?
I warned you when we started.
You told me we were building a network.
What were my words?
This is something else entirely.
This is rebellion.
Has anyone ever made a weapon that wasn't used?
I feel like she knew.
Network's been built. It's up. It grows or it dies. We've waited long enough.
Ooh, she's listening.
We need them to overreact.
You can't be serious.
The Empire has been choking us so slowly we're starting not to notice. The time has come to force their hand.
People will suffer.
Yeah, people will.
You're not angry with me. I'm just saying out loud what you already know. There will be no rules going forward.
Hey, it's Plo Koon's mask. Same kind. It's Plo Koon. Is that
We
a...
need every credit we can get our hands on.
That looks like a Jedi,
Let me know how the meeting goes.
Jedi guard helmet in the background. Like the guards of the Jedi Temple.
I hope she's worth it.
Oh, she is.
Well,
Trust.
we'll see, won't we?
Trust. Mon Mothma is hella worth it.
Can't hide forever.
She is hashtag rebellion mommy.
There's a rebel murderer running free because of corruption and laxity in the corporate authority. I was punished for trying to uphold the law. 2 men dead. Co-workers.
Dang, only 2? Oh, no, that's what started it.
I fully intend to clear my name and have my record expunged.
I'm sure your uncle would approve.
Oh, mouse droid.
New beginnings.
Oh, stormtroopers. Ugh. Ooh. So this is a designed thing. Someone's meeting her. Good. She's still alive. As a Star Destroyer comes into the gravity well.
Where is
Oh.
he?
That's Vel. Why you look so pretty?
The money's safe.
We know. It's been moved already. You've done exceptional work. It's the trawler we're more worried about.
I really thought he'd be here.
You're his daughter, right?
We have a loose end. Cassian Andor, who you know as Clem. You need to find him.
Find him.
And do what?
You
Oh,
mean
that's
kill
not.
him?
This is
Don't
what
kill
revolution
him.
looks like, Val. We'll send you what we have on him.
Yo, Cinta, you should put those goggles on so no rocks get in your face.
I hear you. Just hold on.
Cassian.
Cassian,
Since when do we lock the door?
where have you been?
Look at you. You shouldn't be here.
Someone turned me in.
Tim,
What?
Tim Carlo turned you in.
This.
Vix knew about it?
No, she was coming to warn you, and Tim was trying to stop her or to catch her. I don't know. I've heard both, but you can't be here, Cass.
I got lucky. I scored. I've got enough credits to get us anywhere. We go tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah, why not? What do we need to take but the 3 of us? Get out of the cold and damp.
You gotta take Bix with you. We like her. She likes it here. I think she's done running. Ooh, Rebellion Mommy looking good. That's what's up, Mon Mothma.
I want to tell you something that only 3 people in the galaxy know about.
Why would you want to do that?
Because I need your help. And I'm hoping I can trust you.
Can he? Or can she trust him?
I've done more than grow weary of the Empire. I'm afraid you'd find my politics a bit strong for your taste.
Brother, if only you knew. If only you knew, Chief.
I'm a polite, sometimes indecisive senator who spends the days fighting and failing to protect separatist do-gooders whose battle empire overreach. The Mon Mothma people think they know. It's a lie. It's a projection. It's a front. Because as long as everyone thinks I'm an irritation,
They miss
there's a good chance they'll miss
what I'm really doing.
What are you really doing?
Rebellion.
Raising money. I need help.
Raising money for what?
Brother. My brother in
Shadow and
Christ.
charitable outreach program.
You know exactly.
You're better off not knowing. Or perhaps you find my politics a bit strong for your taste.
I wonder if we can fully trust this guy too.
Remember when your father caught me climbing over that wall?
This is the last place you should be.
I think those were his exact words.
It's not safe here.
Yeah, but he's in love with you, so he's not gonna leave until he says goodbye.
I guess he thought you and I were back together.
Back together, yes.
What happened to you?
What's up, Shawty?
People blame you for what happened.
Ooh,
Blame me?
that's not good.
You killed 2 corpos and came home to hide.
Your crazy boyfriend tries to get me killed, and I'm the villain.
You need to get as far away from here as you can.
She's upset with him.
You ever talk to him again, tell him I held up my end of the deal. And he needs to forget about me. And that goes for everybody.
I've done it before.
Oh, don't say that.
Be careful, Cass.
You too.
Oh, I want them to be together.
This is not our fight, Cass. Don't worry.
Oh, flashback.
Silly flag.
Clone troopers.
Don't move. Stay here.
Oh.
Calm down. You're only making things.
Oh, and this is where he gets... This is where he dies. They hang him in the street, right?
Ready! Arm!
I'm staying.
But it's not safe.
I know all that.
I can't be
So
here.
why are you staying? This place holds sentimental value,
What's left to keep you here?
memories,
The rebellion.
What?
or...
Ferrix has been hiding long enough.
Is that how Luthen knew all about him from her?
For 13 years, every time I walk down Rick's Road, I turn off before I get to the square. I take the long way around, so I don't have to think about Clem hanging there.
That's awful.
Heard about this attack at Aldani. Have you heard about this?
What about it?
Well, Bede played me the news. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The garrison at Albany.
I heard that. I put on my best coat and I walked across the square with a smile on my face. If there are heroes brave enough to take on a whole Imperial garrison,
She doesn't know it was
I'm
him.
brave enough to stick it out here. People are standing up.
Yeah, and getting killed for it. You can't beat them, Marva.
Not
Dang.
if I run away.
He invigorated her without knowing.
Stop searching for your sister. It's a fantasy.
Why?
Let it go.
He can't. And she stays strapped. Dang, that's honestly, it's heartbreaking, but it's also so cool that his actions started a rebellion in her.
I'd like to know if anyone here believes the rebellion plans its actions around the artificially constructed boundaries of our sectors.
Major Partagaz created those.
That's true.
Do you really think the rebels care about the lines we draw on maps?
You think the relevance of my work has been supplanted?
Systems either change or die.
Damn. She's got some balls.
Imagine if everyone in this room played as loose with the rules as you.
They'd probably have squashed the rebellion by now.
I'm wondering where we'd be right now if everyone here showed the same endeavor as Supervisor Mira. For the moment, I'm reassigning the Morlana sector to Supervisor Mira. Ferrix is of great interest to her and has clearly become a distraction for you.
This has not gone the way he planned. That little smirk. She's like, yeah, you dumb bitch. I'm doing my job, and you're not.
Watch your back.
Yeah, he's gonna be coming after you. He's probably got some friends. The establishment is not gonna like her disrupting their flow of things. He is chilling on a resort. Even here, he feels the oppression.
What do you think you're doing?
Excuse me?
You keep looking around.
Just trying to figure out what's going on.
You a part of it?
Part of what?
Don't play dumb.
Wait,
just getting interrogated. Ooh, chaos unit.
Tourists don't run.
But I'm not running.
You got that right. That window is shut.
Is this KS9?
I'm just going to the store. It's right there.
You need to calm down, sir. Droid assistance, please.
God, this is typical modern police.
No, you misunderstand. No, he meant watch. No, he means watch.
Oh. That's brutal.
Charges.
Civil disruption, anti-imperial speech, fleeing the scene of anti-imperial activity, attempted damage to imperial property.
I'm sorry, there's something wrong. I'm just a tourist.
6
What
years.
is it? 6 years?
Wait, but
Change of guidelines.
Take him away.
I didn't do anything. Wait, I'm just a tourist.
Next.
Wait!
6 years because some dumb cop got a little heavy-handed with the authority. That's bonkers, dude. Oh, come on. How do you end the episode like that? I mean, obviously he's not gonna spend 6 years in prison. All right, another fantastic episode. I think each episode brings Cassian closer and closer to the mentality he needs to actually join the rebellion, if that makes sense. Like, he, up to this point, he's been all about him, not all about himself, but like, he's not concerned at this moment with the overall fight that the rebellion is fighting. Like, he has the same mentality that Jyn Erso does in the beginning of Rogue One, where they're like, can't you, like, don't you, what is the exact line? Don't you hate seeing their flag fly above you everywhere you go? And she says it's not a problem if you don't look up. That's kind of how Cassian is now. He keeps his head down. He focuses on himself, focuses on making sure him and his get through the next day. Like, he's not concerned with the overall fight. But I think even especially this episode is really going to change that. So we kind of had three main focuses here. We had Dedra, the Imperial ISB officer. We had Mon Mothma, and we had Cassian. So let's talk about Dedra. She is using the wake of Aldhani to get the information she needs because she believes there's a concentrated rebellion effort going on. Obviously, there is. And she seems to be the only one in the group that is really like trying to figure it out, regardless of the protocols and the party lines, essentially. And her coworker tries to call her out and be like, she's crossing into my line. And she's like, bro, you don't care about the thing. Like, the rebels don't care about some arbitrary lines that we drew. Like, they will continue to fight outside those lines, and if we continue to stay in those lines, we will lose and we will die, right? Like, systems need either change or die. And her boss is like, dang, man, if only the rest of you were as gung-ho as she is. But now she's probably going to be facing backlash from her other coworkers because no one likes, I don't know, how do I word this? People who are comfortable putting in the effort that they have been putting in don't like it when someone else goes above and beyond because it reflects badly on everyone else. And so, I mean, they didn't like her already. And the fact that she is now being publicly praised by their bosses for the effort she's putting in is going to put a target on her back. And so she's got to be diligent, and she's got to keep working hard while also fending off these internal attacks from her coworkers. So we're going to see how that goes. I mean, obviously we don't want her to succeed unless she gets like so disillusioned with what's going on that she turns to the rebellion. That would be pretty dope, but we don't know. Mon Mothma. She starts off this episode very much kind of like annoyed or upset with Luthen, where she's like, dude, this is not, like, you did this? Like, this is not what I thought was going to happen. Like, she thought we're building a network. And like he says to her, you knew this is what things would come to, right? Where she's like, people will get hurt. And he's like, bro, when you started this, like when you joined the rebellion, essentially, you knew we were doing more than just building a network to quietly, you know, like chip away, right? Like, this was never going to end with us just creating a communications network so we could just like talk shiz about the Empire behind their back, right? and raise money to stop Imperial overreach. Like, you always knew this would be a rebellion, and when things are a rebellion, it leads to war, essentially. Like, this is not a casual thing we're embarking on. And she knew that, even though she didn't want to like outwardly admit it. She knew. And now she has to move forward based on that new guiding principle of like, people are going to get hurt. That's part of the plan. Because the harder the Empire cracks down, the more willing everybody else is to fight back, right? Like, the more they crack down, the more angry individual citizens will get, and that's part of the plan. Seemingly part of the plan right now is for Vel to hunt down Cassian and kill him, at least as directed by Luthen's assistant. Who knows if she'll end up doing that? Maybe Cassian ends up killing Vel, or she brings him fully into the fold on the rebellion, because his sensibilities are changing. He comes back to Ferrix to collect his ma and the droid and get the frick out of there. And she is, you know, at first she's hiding stuff. I was like, what is she hiding? And then he goes and he talks to And it's like she clearly isn't enthused with the idea, but she doesn't quite know how to tell him that she's not leaving yet. And then it's very curious. Mon Mothma seemingly recruits another politician from her homeworld to help in the rebellion. I liked that scene where she's straight up telling him, she's like, I am not who I pretend to be. And she doesn't tell him everything, right? She's not outwardly being like, hey, I am actively running the rebellion, pretty much. But she gets him along the way. She's like, you are now in my network. And we'll see if we can trust him. I think we can trust him for now, but we got to be cautious because he could potentially turn on her. That wouldn't be good. Cassian is going to say goodbye to Bix, and we get confirmation that they used to date, but we also get confirmation that he can't stay here for very long because people will turn him in. Like the city blames him for what went down. They don't blame the Imperials, they don't blame the Corpos, they blame Cassian for what went down, and I think that is the status quo there for now. Over time, especially with his mom there, they're gonna start blaming the Empire instead, and they're gonna start fighting back. You know, they've forgotten what the Empire has done to them. But Cassian remembers, and his mom remembers. We get a quick flashback to essentially how his dad died, how Clem died. Clem, fitting that he took the name Clem to fight the Empire, because the Empire killed Clem back in the day, where he was just trying to break up a riot. Like, they were throwing rocks at clone troopers, and he stepped in and he's like, guys, stop. But because the rocks hit when he was in the middle, they think he did it, so they killed him and hung him in the street. And man, just the lines from his mom. I can't remember her name. Why can't I remember her name? Marva. The lines from Marva, where she's saying, like, they can't find me in my head. Like, the safety and the happiness she has is in her memories of what this spot was before the Empire. And now she hears the news of the robbery / attack that Cassian pulled off, and a spark of rebellion is lit inside her. And now she is firmly of the opinion of, like, I am too old to start running and hiding from the Empire. She's at the end of her, not the end of her life, but she's starting to get to the end of her life maybe. And she's like, if I'm going to do something before I die, I'm going to do something that means something. I'm going to finally fight back against the people that killed my husband. And so she is like, whatever needs to happen, I'm part of the rebellion now. Like, that's what it is. And it's just, their exchange is so interesting, because, like, he inadvertently doesn't realize that, she doesn't realize that he is the one that started this. And he just kind of has to, like, pretend as though, like, his direct actions did not start the rebellion in her. And it's really nice. I like that a lot. And now I hope characters like Marva and Bix and Cassian can all come to a firm understanding of each of their roles in the rebellion, and that I want them to know that Cassian started this. And it's just gonna be dope. But then now Cassian, he's for now sticking with the plan of going somewhere warm and just chilling, right? Like, he's on this resort planet essentially, and he's trying to mind his own business. And even him just minding his own business, like, there's people running from Empire authority, and he's just being cautious, right? Like, he's just observing what's going on, and this dumb Imperial officer this trooper, thinks he's looking a little suspicious, even though he didn't do anything wrong. He just thinks he looks suspicious, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to exercise some authority on you right now. This scene is most definitely going to trigger some people, I think, in especially people of color who have had to deal with this type of authority from police in particular. They're going to feel very triggered. Like even me, I felt uncomfortable watching that scene because he's literally doing nothing wrong and he's still gonna suffer for it. And the KX droid chokeholds him against the wall, like police brutality for a man that's literally minding his own business. And now he's been sentenced to 6 years in prison or work prison or probation or something, but it used to be 6 months, now it's 6 years, and he's like, I'm literally just a tourist. Like, I didn't do anything. And they even trumped up the charges on him. They were like anti-imperial speech, attempted damage of imperial property. Like he didn't do anything. He literally just stood there, and they're adding all these fake charges to him. And it's like, bro, like what the heck? And so I think he's gonna slowly start realizing that even though he's active, even when he's actively not trying to be part of this rebellion or, fight back in any sort of the way, like he's just trying to lay low and live his life, like the Empire's reach and authority and grip on the galaxy is just so strong that he can't, he cannot, he's getting to the point where he can't ignore it anymore. Like he has to join, essentially. And so hopefully next episode we see him escaping prison somehow. I assume by the end of this season, the final episode of this season is him gonna be fully ingratiated into the rebellion. And then next season is gonna be the 4 years after, where he's really running and gunning in the rebellion. And I'm very curious. I don't know what the scene was. They ended on a scene of what's his face, the corpo guy, and he's supposed to be working in fuel purity. I think that's supposed to show that he's working on that, but he's also probably going to be working on extra stuff. He's still going to be trying to find Cassian. But it was just an interesting shot to end on. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed this episode a lot. It's another episode that is just showing the Imperial crackdown on everyday individual citizens, even though we know Cassian isn't an everyday individual citizen. He was pretending to be at the time, and as far as they know, that's who he is. But it's furthering the journey of all these characters and pushing them slightly farther down the road of rebellion, where the Empire, they think they're cracking down, and they don't realize that they are they're like there's a small little flame of rebellion, and the Empire's trying to blow it out, but they don't realize they're adding oxygen to the fire. And it's so good, so engaging to watch, and I'm really enjoying it so far. Definitely let me know what you guys thought of the episode down in the comments below, though. I would love to hear all your opinions and all your thoughts. What was your favorite part of the episode? Definitely let me know. If you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me, helps my channel out a ton. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you are interested in seeing full uncut reactions to anything I watch on the channel, consider supporting me on Patreon. That would mean the world as well. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.